Grand finals of Fusion, everybody. What in the world is going on? This is WebbJP, who you may know him as the best Lucas on Wi-Fi. Well, they have been transitioning over to ZSS for the sole reason of they just want to get better at this game. And really, when you have the similarities between the two characters can't be overlooked. You space out with Zaire, you're generally really good at punishing, and you're able to punish with these characters. Well, Beast has been as consistent as the day is long in terms of their character selection. It's Zard or go home.
Yeah, and you know, about WebbJP, I remember seeing on Twitter that Webb really, wants to be seen as a ZSS player. And we talk about the transition, we talk about maybe co-mating and stuff like that, but I think he's right, and I think it's high time that we start examining this, not under the facet of oh, is this the right character choice, but what would ZSS do here? What would, what would Mars do here? What would Choco do here? We need to ask these questions the same way that we would ask them about a ZSS player. And one of those questions is, how does ZSS get around Zard? Not Lucas, but ZSS. What's WebbJP gonna do here?
It does make you wonder, right? As we're sitting here watching these two duke it out and not doing all that poorly, all things considered. WebbJP did lose that first stock, but it's nothing that can't be made up with the down smash into the boost kick. How many times have we seen that throughout this game's life cycle?
Throughout multiple games' life cycles.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been watching Zamir Johnson for years.
Yeah.
And it's also worth noting that this area has been stricken with high-level ZSS play for about half a decade. Not just Juice, but we all talking about Baka. No matter where you go. And Beast is
can't forget Dylan.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, absolutely. How could I forget Dylan? And now we have another real powerhouse ZSS on in the fold here. But the thing is that Beast is somebody who has been grinding in this scene, everywhere in this scene, for so long. This man goes to Xeno. He lives in Allentown. He goes to Xeno, Bears, and Fusion repeatedly, on the regular. He's grinding. He's there's nowhere to hide if you're in Tri-State from Beast. He's getting experience against everybody, and that really speaks to how well Webb is playing this, that he's able to amass this percent lead so far. This is somebody who knows the matchup. Oh my god.
Yeah, Beast really just went for it.
You can't die to that. You can't die to that after you dodge the first one. I know you didn't die to that, but you can't get hit by it. Okay, fine.
The way that you survive that is you get hit off the stage on the opposite side. That's the strat. But WebbJP right now hanging on at 90%. That damage during the Beast's second stock could come back to haunt WebbJP, however, as the Squirtle makes a very rare appearance, all things considered. WebbJP, however, has drawn this thing out on a few occasions prior. That's just how angry you have to make Beast.
Oh, Webb was falling. Webb opted to reset his jump just as Beast went for the switch. He maybe could have gotten up either.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of the other Beast special that no one really wants to talk about. That raw landing read IV F smash, where he says this is exactly where you're going to land, and I'm going to have this green dinosaur headbutt you straight in the crotch for it.
Also, he just switched off of Charizard to Squirtle.
Yeah.
I'm not. This is I don't want to say it's I don't want to say it's questionable, but it is out of character for Beast.
Yeah.
Maybe trying to develop the other the other facet, not that he would really need to develop them further. He's played this character for so long, but maybe trying to get some fresh legs, stretch the bench a little.
I mean, playing tiny
roll back.
Yeah, playing Bald Chic. Maybe this really is Lyric. Who knows? But this is you're going to see the Zard make their appearance yet again at 46%, but that just provides a bigger target to back air. Though the weight does kind of help Beast stay alive. There is no helping you there, however. Plasma Whip going to poke just past the ledge. You'd think you're safe. from ZSS, you are sorely mistaken as WebbJP goes up 1-0.
Now I ask you, does that look like a Lucas main to you? I don't think so. That looks like a damn ZSS player to me. I've seen those shenanigans from too many when you're jumping off ledge. And now it's partly like WebbJP playing the matchup extremely well, and it's partly like Beast not playing the matchup as we would expect him to. Like not relying so much on the Charizard.
Yeah, something to be said about that. I do think, though, I mean, similarities between the way that you see WebbJP playing both Lucas and ZSS. Again, you're very reliant on your punish game. It's unmatched almost in the tri-state area. So yeah, WebbJP able to maintain their space. Certainly with that plasma whip, certainly with that short hop into Zaire. And that's a big body for WebbJP to sort of punish. WebbJP has had a little bit of trouble with the Zard as of late, so perhaps looking for a measure of redemption against them. But again, now you're dealing with the Squirtle, and that's kind of the deal, isn't it? Just when you think that you're ready to deal with the Randy Johnson fastball, in he comes with a changeup.
Yeah, this is Charlie Sheen in Major Leagues. Like, I want Parkman, I want Charizard, but Beast isn't giving it to him.
Yeah, I mean that's you got to earn it, and WebbJP I would say thus far has earned it, but this is the one that you maybe didn't want to have to rely upon. You didn't want to have to bring your Squirtle into this, but it's doing relatively well, and this is perhaps a criticism that I have stated a little too often on streams, and I'll call myself out on it, that you don't see the Squirtle from Beast all that much at all. Maybe Squirtle is worse on Wi-Fi, but I can't really say a whole lot, or maybe not to the point of just not using it. Beast might have just taken the weights off of the legs, and
possibly, yeah.
Yeah, the training room Squirtle is finally coming out and showing out.
Also, I need to clarify
where it supplements Ivysaur and Zard to a very nice degree.
It certainly does. I do need to clarify, I messed up the metaphor earlier, because if there's anybody that is Wild Thing in this metaphor, it's obviously Beast. That's okay. Just getting that out there, moving on.
No, you got it.
Yeah.
See, I got it.
Does make my heart sing. But Webb...
Now, yeah, you should have moved.
Webb looking even stronger than Game 1. On what is... Oh, you... Okay, sure, fine. Some characters are just allowed to have hitboxes like that. That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, that's pretty sick, bro. But...
Something... It's a forward tilt! Why is she allowed to do that? Why does her leg do that? Squirtle was behind her! Why is she allowed to do that?
So, what you're seeing, I mean, again, this is more Squirtle than we have seen from Beast in quite a long time, and it's doing really well against this ZSS, and it kind of makes sense, right? You want to move around a lot as ZSS, especially if you're WebbJP, you're a little bit more offensively inclined. You want to kind of be moving around the target at a close enough range to get those decent aerial boxing options off, but you know, what do? You make yourself harder to hit. You go with the little blue bastard that you just can't seem to get a kick on.
Yeah. And the one thing that I'm finding myself most in awe of here from Webb is the ledge trapping. Beast has spent maybe a minute and a half of this game just on that ledge thinking about his life and about the decisions that he made that led him to this point, being trapped on this ledge against CSS. Like, yes, this is he has a stock lead, but it's he really had to work for that stock lead. And this is ZSS, like one of the strongest, one of extremely strong neutral, extremely strong poking tools that can just kill you like that. And now here comes the Squirtle. Is Beast going to bet it all on the Squirtle, on his winner's side? Like, this is his winner's stock right now. Or no, this is tournament stock. I'm sorry,
this is tournament stock.
This is losers.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to. It's carried you this far into game number 2, and you lost game 1. And it was not because of your Squirtle play. It's just because you made yourself a bigger body for the ZSS to hit. The flip kick. There you go. WebbJP says the old beast ain't good enough. You got to bring something new to the table. I evolved. Let's see you evolve, Zard. WebbJP moves on.